Today, guys, I'm going to be going over everything we know and all of the brand new leaks about Season 10 inside of Roblox Bedwars. Also, subscribe. Now, I'm sure you guys have read the recent patch notes. Season 10 has just been delayed by 2 weeks, which can only mean one thing. That the developers are cooking up something really big for Season 10. And I may have some sneaking suspicions and theories as to what is going to happen. Let's start off with this kit leak that we got provided to us that is titled Nothing Other Than Ghosts. Now, this kit looks really cool. It does give us some Grim Reaper vibes. As you can see, there's like some skulls and stuff. It has really white, pale skin, and it looks to have some glowing eyes as well. This kit looks really cool so far. We can definitely expect this to be in Season 10. This kit skin does sort of remind me of like a forest sort of kit. Like, it looks like it would be used in like some sort of nature type vibes. Maybe it has some soul-consuming abilities as well. Who knows? There was literally zero description given about this kit. Besides that, it's literally just titled Ghost. So I think we can definitely expect some kind of like soul-consuming ability, or maybe like an invisible ability, or maybe you can phase through blocks or something like that. I think that would be really cool. What I am trying to figure out though is if this kit is actually going to be in the free pass or the paid pass. Now, to be honest, guys, if I'm just looking at this kit, give my opinion, I think this might actually be one of the free kits of the season pass. And I'm going to jump into why that is later in the video. And I do actually have some merit behind this opinion. But yeah, I think that this ghost kit is definitely going to be a part of the 3 section of the Season 10 Battle Pass. And speaking of, let's also go over everything that we know so far about Season 10. So there is a couple more kits like this new hacker kit that I'm also going to be going over as well. And as you can see, it has this Egyptian theme going on with it. Now, I'm sure you guys remember last season, I predicted that there was potentially going to be a live event for Season 9 and that it would be Egyptian themed. However, it seems like I was wrong on Season 9 and it seems like it's going to be actually Season 10 that will have the Egyptian theme and the potential live event. And to back up this claim, this leak is brand new. It's called the hacker kit. There's some sort of staff to it and it is, as you guessed, Egyptian themed. And to be honest, guys, in the next few weeks, I definitely would not be surprised if we get some like Egyptian themed stuff popping up in the map, some sand temples or anything like that to tease the brand new season. I think we can definitely expect something like that. Some lobby changes coming real soon. It definitely seems like Season 10 will be Egyptian themed and based around that sort of stuff. And I feel like that definitely will be a live event for Season 10. I think it is very fitting because it is like a big milestone for Bedwars. 10 seasons of Bedwars is literally crazy. So I think a live event would be very fitting. And to be honest, guys, I think the developers would be really smart if they actually did do a live event for the Season 10 update, because the last live event that they did very well for Bedwars. I think Bedwars peaked at like 350,000 players, which is really good for Bedwars. But yeah, let's move on to the next kit leak that we have for Season 10, and this is the Tinkerer kit. Now, this kit literally reminds me of the theory that I crafted up for the Cogsworth kit. If you guys remember that video, I predicted that the Cogsworth kit was actually going to have like some sort of like ultra charge ability for the swords and stuff, make you swing a lot faster if you enable the ability. And to be honest, guys, I feel like that this is actually a pretty plausible theory for what this kit is gonna do. Maybe you can supercharge your sword or supercharge your bow and it will do more attack damage or more speed, or something like that. Or maybe it'll be like the Vulcan kit where you can place down like turrets or Tesla coils or anything like that to do passive damage to your opponents. I think that would be really cool as well. To have like an offensive bed defense type kit would be really cool to see in Bedwars. And I'm honestly really excited to see what they cook up for this season. Anyways, guys, you made it this far into the video. Let me tell you a little secret, all right? No one else is gonna know about this except me and you. So if you guys are early to my videos, you've dropped a like, subscribed, and you've commented your username down below. Just comment whatever kit you want, or if you want the Season 9 Battle Pass. And if you're early to this video and you've done all the steps, I may potentially slide you guys a kit, all right? If you're early to my videos in the future as well, make sure you stop by, you say hi, you comment your username, because I'm going to be giving out a whole bunch of kits. I am also going to be streaming Season 10 of Roblox Bedwars. I'm actually going to be doing my first ever Bedwars stream, and I'm going to be hooking you guys up with a bunch of battle passes for Season 10 the second it comes out, all right? So if you are interested in getting a Season 10 battle pass, make sure you like and subscribe, and you stay tuned for that future stream because I will be doing that and dropping you guys a bunch of Season 10 battle passes. So let's move on to some of the other leaks that we do have for Season 10. And this definitely leans into the Egyptian theme a lot more. We can see a very common theme here that all of these are like ancient Egypt type kits. To start off, we do have this beetle model that looks really sick. I feel like this would be a part of some sort of kit. Since there are two variants of this beetle model, there is this blue and gold one, and then this like black, red, and gold one. Definitely seems like it would either be a core mechanic for one of the maps, or it would be a kit, which I think is the most likely to happen. And in relation to the beetles as well, we also have these temples, which honestly just make it. And I definitely think that these are for a kid, because why wouldn't they be for a kid? These look so sick. It definitely seems like that it might be like a spawner or something. Like, you know how Minecraft spawners sometimes spawn in mobs in the area? And maybe it's something like that. You know, you spawn in a beetle spawner and then it like hovers around the area and does damage to your opponents if they're in the vicinity. I think that would be really, really cool. And maybe the different types of beetles do different things. Maybe one of them steals resources, or maybe one of them just does more damage. Honestly, it's a really cool concept. I think the Bedwars developers definitely are going to do something very similar to that, but only time will tell. Season 10 is coming out very soon, so I'm very excited to see what they cook up for that. We also got tons more kits as well. We have this bunch of Egyptian theme looking kits. We have this sparrow looking guy. I don't really know what you call him, but he looks completely dripped out in all of his gold Egypt type themed armor and stuff. It looks so cool. I feel like this definitely is going to be one of the kits for the battle pass. Like, this looks so cool, guys. We also have this skeleton as well. We have this skeleton looking guy who is again another ancient Egypt looking kit. I'm not sure if this is going to be a separate kit altogether, or if this is going to be a part of another kit, or maybe it's like a skeleton or something, like it's a mob. Maybe it's not actually a kit. Maybe it's more so like an entity that gets spawned in by the other kit that I showed. That would honestly be a really cool concept, and Bedwars have done something similar like that with the crypt kit. Maybe it's a similar premise to that. Maybe you can spawn in these Egyptian skeletons and they deal damage and steal loot, or maybe they generate gold, which is actually a currency in Bedwars. In the pirate maps, there is gold, and you can buy some unique stuff with it. I think that would be really cool to have that in like the ancient Egypt themed sort of items. You can do a bunch of different stuff with the gold. Maybe you can even get like gold armor and gold swords. That would be really, really cool to see with the ancient Egypt stuff. It's definitely really fitting. I hope they go down that approach, add some like more mechanics and more like cool stuff, more cool items into the game, because I feel like that's what Bedwars is really lacking at the moment, is some like new items and new mechanics, some refreshened weapons, you know, like the forge and stuff. That would be really cool to see like that sort of stuff back. And yet again, we have another Egyptian themed kit, which is this guy, this gray looking guy who looks like the emperor. All right, I'm gonna be calling this guy the emperor because he literally looks like an emperor. All right, my man's got the six-pack, he's got a golden stuff, and he's dripped out in his green and gold hood. You already know that this guy is definitely gonna be the tier 50 kit for the season. All right, I don't think I've ever got a prediction like this wrong. From what I've seen so far, this guy definitely looks like he's gonna be the tier 50 kit. Now, as for what he does though, literally I cannot tell you a single thing. It looks like this staff might have some correlation to maybe the beetles or something. It does look really cool nevertheless. Maybe he even is the guy that spawns in like the skeletons and stuff, which is the other prediction that I made. Would be really cool to see that sort of stuff in the game. We also have a few minor leaks as well. We have this little asset thing. It looks like some sort of barrier or some sort of totem holder or something, and it's literally just called Spear Sidewall. It looks like a lobby asset, to be honest, guys. I don't think that this is anything too significant, but it does play into like the ancient Egypt sort sort of thing, where it's like you got the gods and you got the emperors and stuff like that. I think lobby assets like that literally just tie in perfectly to my theory. We also have other assets that I didn't go over as well, like this podium as well. This podium literally fits like the ancient Egypt vibe. It's got like the white and the gold and the blue. And we also have this podium as well, probably for the season 10 battle pass, I reckon. Maybe it's like, you know, when they release a new season or a new kit, they always put it up in like a podium so you can like check it out in the lobby and stuff. I feel like it's gonna be for that. And if it is for that as well, we can definitely see just by the color scheme that it is sort of the ancient Egypt sort of vibes. So that's why I think that season 10 is gonna be based around ancient Egypt. We also have a Fire Spirit Whisper kit skin as well. I'm not sure if this is gonna be in the season pass or not. Maybe, honestly, it actually might be, because there haven't been a lot of kit skins in the season pass, all right? And Whisper is a free kit as well. So it would honestly make sense if the Whisper got a kit skin and it is in the free pass. And it would be pretty cool to see like a Firebird wandering around and dealing damage to your opponents and stuff. That would be so cool, bro. It does definitely make sense for the Bedwars developers to add kit skins to some of the free kits. That way everyone can use them and everyone can obtain them, and it would honestly make much more sense if this was actually a part of the free pass as well. Who knows, guys? Maybe this will be the biggest season pass yet and we'll get tons and tons of kits. We also get a better look at some of the podium assets as well. We can see that this looks absolutely insane. The attention to detail on this sort of stuff is crazy. Even though it's not colored, we can definitely see the amount of detail that's going into this season. It is absolutely phenomenal what the Bedwars developers are doing. We also have this other minor leak as well, which is a new bed model, which looks pretty interesting. Now, the only reason why I include this is because this has not been added to the game yet, which makes me think that they're probably gonna do a bunch of quality of life changes for season 10 as well, changing up the style of the game a little bit, making it look a lot more polished. I think definitely makes sense for season 10, and that's probably why they delayed it as well, guys. They want to make sure that season 10 is the best season in Roblox Bedwars, and you already know I'm gonna be streaming it the second it comes out. All right, we also have this other really cool looking model called Seth as well, and this looks like it's gonna be a new boss for the new season as well. Definitely ties into the whole ancient Egypt thing. Maybe the Seth model as well actually is a boss for the live event. Maybe it's another boss live event where you fight a boss off or something like that. Honestly, it would be really cool if that is the case, sort of similar to the pirate ship event that the Bedwars developers did ages ago. Or maybe this is a brand new boss like the Titan or the Monarch. I don't think this is tied into any of the kits simply because this does look like quite a big model. It does seem like it would be fairly big in size. So that's why it makes me think it's either a boss for the live event or a boss for the actual main game.